Hey, this is Wes with Big Wicks. Let's do some cooking. Today's video is all about Fuego. This is a hotter version of our original. So our original is mesquite smoked jalapeno glaze. It's very mild. We have customers that feed it to their 2- and 3-year-old kids, their 97-year-old grandmother. Literally anybody can handle it. For years we had people requesting a hotter version, so that's when we developed Fuego. This one's smoked jalapeños, serranos, and habaneros. It has a nice kick to it. The way Sarah and I describe it is that it's a tingly spice, and so it's not going to light you on fire. It's not going to make you miserable, ruin your palate, especially if you use it in moderation. It's really not that bad. So hope you give it a try. Alright, so today for this video, like I said, it's all about Fuego. So we're going to make tablitas, which are cross-cut beef ribs. You usually see those a lot. It's old school Mexican barbecue, and you'll also see them at Korean restaurants. We're also going to make a Bloody Mary, and then one of our favorite things to make with Fuego is stir fry. Alright, so y'all stick around, grab a cold one, and let's have a good time. Alright, so like I said, these are just beef ribs, and they're cut the opposite direction across the bone. They're usually 1/4 to 3/8 of an inch thick. They grill up really fast and they're really tasty. All right, so I'm just going to put a little bit of olive oil on these just to help the seasoning stick. Just a quick light coat. All right, so since I plan on making tacos with this, I went and got some tortillas from local Mexican bakery here. They do flour and corn tortillas. Told my friend what I'm doing today, and he gave me some of his seasoning to try. So I'm gonna give it a shot. So yeah, I typically use meat church or chupacabra fajita on tablitas, but this stuff smells amazing, so I wanted to give it a try. Now, these beef ribs have a lot of intramuscular fat, so they are gonna be tasty. Lots of marbling. All right, just a quick little pat down. I'm gonna flip them over. All right, so I've got these seasoned up. Just gonna let the seasoning kind of sit in, sweat into the meat, and while the charcoal finishes burning down, we'll start grilling these up. All right, so for this first segment, I'm using my Nomad grill. Shout out to my buddy and fellow Red Raider, Victor, and also thank you to Barbecue Distro for introducing me to these guys. I absolutely love this thing. I've taken it with me to events and demos all over Texas. This thing is built like a tank, works great. People are always impressed by it. So we're gonna get this thing fired up and grill some tablitas. All right, so charcoal's ready to go. We're gonna go ahead and dump this in and start grilling. Gonna spread these out a little bit, and then I'm gonna throw some oak chunks just to add a little bit of smoke. Golly, that is good and hot. All right, so yeah, these have already got a really nice color to them. The seasoning looks and smells really good. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw these on and get them going. All right, so while these are cooking, I'm gonna go ahead and mix up our glaze. I'm using our Fuego, and then I'm gonna mix it 50-50 with Rushfire Farms prickly pear barbecue sauce. This stuff is amazing. Golly. Get them combined really well. So mixing with the barbecue sauce like this is gonna tone down the heat just a little bit. All right, so that looks pretty good right there. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and give all these a flip. All right, so I'm gonna let these keep going for just a little bit, and then we're gonna glaze them on both sides, put them back on the grill, let them caramelize, and they'll be ready to go. All right, so all I'm gonna do here is just dip it in the pan on both sides, get the glaze on there, throw them back on so they can caramelize. You don't wanna do this too early in the cook, because if you do it too early, it's just gonna burn. There's a lot of sugar in the barbecue sauce and in the glaze. these are perfect. They're ready to go. So I'm gonna pull them all off and throw them in this pan. Throw them in this pan, let them hang out for just a little bit in the glaze. And then we're gonna cook up some tortillas so we can have some tacos. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw all the coals to one side and I'm gonna throw the griddle attachment on so we can cook up some tortillas. I'm actually gonna leave a little bit on this side just so I can put the pan on this side to keep the tablitas warm while we're cooking the tortillas. All right, so I've got the griddle attachment here. I'm gonna throw it on. Let it preheat for a minute. All right, so I'm just gonna throw some tallow on here to fry up these fresh corn tortillas. Just give them a quick little fry. Doesn't take long, about 20-30 seconds on each side. Ooh. All right, so let's go ahead and make some tacos. What I'm gonna do is just take one or two of these, chop it up. All right, so there's some bones in here that we've got to work around. We're just gonna cut these out. And then what I'm gonna do is just chop this up. All right, so I'm gonna take our tortillas, throw them down, a little bit of meat on each one, and I'm gonna top them with cilantro and onion. All right, these are ready to go. Hey, Cade, why don't you come over here and try one of these? All right, grab one, see what you think. It's my video guy, by the way.
Those are some dang good tacos.
You like it?
Oh yeah.
Cool.
You mind if I take the other one?
Go for it.
No, I'll just go. Awesome.
Thank you. Yeah, these are good. Definitely give these a try sometime. Woo! All right, I worked up a sweat. I think it's ready to cool off with a drink. So let's make a Bloody Mary with Fuego. First, I'm gonna salt the rim on this glass. I will say, Bloody Marys are one of my favorite things to make. I personally enjoy making them about as much as I do drinking them. Sometimes I get a little carried away. I'll put like 27 things in them: candied bacon and jerky and pork belly burn-in on top. Today, I'm just keeping it really simple. I'm gonna start off with a little bit of ice. About 2 shots of this is habanero, burn habanero vodka. Yeah, burn habanero vodka made here in Lubbock. All right, Baron Burton's Bloody Mary mix. If you're a fan of the W sauce, you'll love this stuff. For some Fuego, just kind of pour with your heart. I'm gonna make this one pretty spicy. And I'm gonna throw a pickle, a couple olives, a bit of olive juice. These are jalapeno olives. All right, do my best to stir this without spilling it. All right, let's give it a try. Oh yeah, that's really good too. Perfect amount of spice, lots of flavor. I think you'll enjoy it. Cheers. All right, so we've got things ready to make some stir fry with Fuego. We've got some chicken that I'm gonna season with meat, church, holy voodoo. We've got several different veggies here. I've got some diced onion. I've got some red bell pepper. I've got poblano. Any recipe that calls for bell pepper, Sarah and I personally enjoy putting in poblano instead. We've also got some jalapeños in there. We've got some zucchini. And then these are, rather than using udon noodles, we personally like using linguine. A lot of times when you buy udon noodles at the grocery store, they're really thick and gummy and kind of weird. So we started doing this and it turns out really good. All right, so the only thing I really need to do here is get this chicken seasoned up, and then we'll get the griddle in here and start cooking. All right, so all this is ready to go. I'm gonna get the griddle over here and we'll start cooking. All right, so the griddle's nice and hot. I'm gonna throw down a little bit of olive oil so we can start sauteing these veggies. Sorry, I'm not gonna do any volcano tricks or anything. Start off with the onion, the zucchini, bell pepper, poblano, and jalapeno. All right, so I'm gonna hit these with a little bit of seasoning. I'm gonna use Paradise Pepperco Money Rub, just a good all-purpose seasoning. We use this just about anything, and we use it almost daily. So I'm gonna throw some of this on, And just for grins, I'm going to throw some of our smoked jalapeno ranch on these veggies. Oh yeah, these onions are starting to get some nice color to them. I always like to put teriyaki on zucchini, so I'm going to throw some of that on here. Alright, so I'm going to get those over to the side, get these mixed up again. So I'm going to get all these over here to this side so we can start the chicken. Alright, so now I'm going to get the chicken right here in the middle. It's like I missed a couple spots, so I'm going to hit it with a little more Meat Church Holy Voodoo. Bachan's original Japanese barbecue sauce on the chicken. And some Fuego. Now I'm getting everything coated up really well. Alright, so now I'm going to throw in the noodles. I'm going to kind of break them up a little bit. Put some soy sauce on this. I'm going to add some more bachan's. And then some more Fuego. Just a quick little pass of that. Alright, now I'm going to get everything combined, mixed up really well. So these are looking good. Now I'm going to start mixing in the veggies, the meat. We'll have a complete meal here. Kate, I hope you brought about 20 friends with you to eat. We're going to have a lot of food here. Alright, so this is done, ready to go. I'm just going to throw all this in a big pan. This is something really cheap and easy to do if you've got a big family or having a party. I hope you give this a try and enjoy it. Alright, so today we did 3 really simple and easy recipes using Fuego. Hope you give them a try. If spice just is not your thing at all, you can substitute our original. It's very mild and everything will turn out just as good. But like I said, hope you give these a try and enjoy. We'll see you next time.